All right. Afternoon, everybody. So majority of you would have used a system or even not even a system, maybe a manual of following up on cases, on sales, on phone calls, on leads and all. So all these are not automated. Same like us. Our team has been doing a lot of calls to our partners so that they make their reports. And it's not easy when your partners grow, the numbers grow. And also it's not easy, especially if you are handling with so many buyers or so many clients that you need to follow up. So today we reached out to our partners and we're inviting Kimberly, one from Automate Me, and she will share to you how easy it is for you to do automation of your operation so that you don't have to take a lot of time and you can focus on other things, okay? So we'll wait until some crowds are in. I will try to dial her in first so that she's okay with the screen sharing. Okay, let's start. I've already anchored your presentation on the screen, Kim. The floor is yours. Introduce yourself. Why are you into this business and who is using this and all this? So I'll leave the floor to you, yeah? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, hi everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Kimberly Wan and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Automate Me. I really want to thank MDEC, the e-commerce team, for having me here today. My topic this session surrounds around digitization in a post-COVID world. And the agenda for today are these three things. A brief introduction about my company, followed by traditional businesses, what we've seen the impacts being, as well as the trends. And finally, how your business can actually beat COVID and stay in business. I think that's the most crucial thing that everyone is thinking about right now. And so let me begin. So Automate Me, we're a software as a service business. Our mission, as you can see, is to boost organizational profitability by deploying easy to use automation tools to reduce manual tasks and increase productivity and efficiency. Basically, what we saw was that technology adoption these days, it's mandatory. It's no longer something that you think about or you consider. You have to act now. And this is why our tools are going to be able to help you with that. Some key customers using our tools are people like Pitch In, Malaysia's leading equity crowdfunding platform. People like Breath by Darren Chin, a award-winning chef who helms the Breath by Darren Chin business, a restaurant. And Post Malaysia Berhad, Malaysia's largest network courier with over 200 years of service. And I'm very happy to share that they are happy with the work that we have done to date. And they've also seen a significant improvement in their online sales. Now moving to the traditional businesses. Here are things that we've seen businesses utilize and how they used to operate in the past. Actually, even now today, there are some businesses who continue to operate in this way. One, a lot of them have retail stores or physical stores. And what this does is it increases their overheads, and there are also, of course, many staff that they have to care for. But if you're only present on in brick and mortar locations, when something like COVID hits, how are you going to pick up your sales? How are you going to pivot to online, go quickly and start selling online? You can't because you don't have a presence. Many times people are also taking manual orders. Just think about restaurants outside. How often do you really see a QR code on the table with the full list of the menu items available to place an order from? Lots of times people actually come to you, take an order. Sometimes there's a mistake that's made as well. And those are little things that pop up whenever you have manual processes. Third, we're seeing people still transacting using cash. Granted, with COVID, a lot of people have gone into the contactless payment, e-wallets, and so on. But a lot of traditional businesses, hawker stalls, anything really that you want to usually buy and sell, some people use cash. And then finally, you see another section that says unknown buyer. What does that mean? Essentially, when somebody walks into your store, whether you're a hawker store or your retail outlet, chances are when they purchase something, you have zero visibility into who their customers are, What are their contact details, names, number, email? Are they regulars? Do they live close by? How do you reach them? All of these things are very difficult to gather if you are not online or not adopting technology. And finally, when you're doing reconciliation at the end of the day, it is still a very manual process. You have to count things one at a time, or maybe you extrapolate that information directly from your systems, but it is still something that is not real time and is still slow. So the above processes that I've shared present a very manual and repetitive working environment. And we do not need COVID to sweep through our nation to know that these processes hinder organizations' abilities to move quickly, to do more, to be agile, and otherwise be continuously competitive in an ever-changing landscape. So what has changed with COVID? What did they do differently? First and foremost, those without any digital presence or means, I think they were the hardest hit because they had to scramble really quickly to figure out, how do I get online? How do I have a presence? Then the second thing that we saw was a lot of people started getting Facebook pages, Instagram pages, and started joining a lot of Facebook groups. And they would learn how to post, maybe spend some time to boost their ads on these social media, get online, and then they would get people to purchase products from them directly over WhatsApp. So I'm sure all of us in this group are in Facebook. All of us probably have joined one or numerous Facebook groups as well. And we very likely, over the course of the past 3 months, purchased products through WhatsApp, probably requesting a seller to say, hey, do you have any fresh chicken available? Are you available to deliver to this location? How much is it going to cost? What's the delivery price? How do I make payment? All of these questions essentially take up a significant amount of time as a business and as a seller to be able to ensure that they give you good service and attend to your needs immediately. But what that does is it takes away from opportunities for them to serve all of their customers equally. Because when they're serving you, they can't serve someone else. It's an opportunity cost. And with a lot of revenue coming down, we're seeing a lot of people being unable to survive. And that's when we start seeing headlines like this. And this is really the impact on SMEs in Malaysia and globally. Over 2,000 coffee shops and eateries are shut permanently. 4 decades, in Penang, Holiday Inn Resort to shut down. Zara owner to close up to 1,200 fashion stores worldwide after facing first loss. And honestly, there are so many of these headlines popping up. It is quite scary. We're seeing SMEs, which form the backbone of our economy and that of many other countries globally, and we're seeing them fail because of a multitude of reasons, but one of which that could possibly help them is by adopting technology. And we recognize that it continues to be a challenge to decide what your next step should be, how to move forward. And when the news, is showing this sort of negative impact, it can be daunting. So what are the trends that we started seeing as a result of COVID? Firstly, we're seeing that 30% of businesses accelerated the adoption of technology in response to the pandemic. And this is true for Malaysia. It's a Malaysian statistic, right? Thankfully, it is not all doom and gloom because there are certain positive trends that are coming out. COVID has also emerged as a game changer for digital transformation, where previous initiatives and programs to go digital maybe have been met with really lukewarm responses, people dragging their feet, particularly with SMEs where traditionally you want to see the return straight away. You may not want to invest a large sum because you're not sure if you can get that ROI. I think now with COVID, we're spurring a lot of acceleration in digital transformation. And this is something that I think people will get more comfortable with. We're also seeing that businesses have accelerated this adoption in technology in response to the pandemic. And 37% of SMEs surveyed in Malaysia have actually taken the step to upgrade or expand their technology capabilities. And so I'm pretty sure some of us have also seen the joke not the joke, but rather the posting where people have said, what has transformed and pushed your business to go into digitalization? And the first might be CEO, the second might be CIO, and the third is COVID. And the truth is, I think sometimes we all just need that wake-up call to recognize the importance of technology adoption in this day and age. So what's next? What can you do to be part of that 37% and to increase this percentage? please allow me to help you fast track into the world of digitization with our tools. Today, the tool that I would like to introduce to you is one of our high impact automation tools called Auto Order. Now, a little fun fact on the side, Auto Order came to be as a result of what we saw happening in the MCO. We only created this and we developed this really quickly in April because we saw businesses were struggling to actually close all of their sales, reply all of the PMs in the comment section in all of the Facebook group chats and Facebook groups. In addition to that, I even had a family member, my sister, who sells surplus vegetables. She was also struggling, having an influx of orders coming in because everybody was staying home, but having to manage each and every order manually one at a time through WhatsApp and telling them what was in stock, what was out of stock, when things could be delivered, and so on. So here is a really nice screenshot of how it actually looks, how Auto Order looks like for a business. And what I would like to share, if I can have a moment, is actually Auto Order, as you can see, is a direct to WhatsApp ordering solution for your business. And traditional businesses, when you want to take a first step, you might create a Facebook page and an Instagram page because it is super easy to create that. But if you want to create a website, it's not always necessary to do that right away. And websites can be costly depending on what you're looking for and what you need. Oftentimes, in this day and age especially, you want to just close that sale, and that's what Auto Order is able to do for you. It is a single ordering page, including your cart and all your items listed right away. And once your orders come through, it enables your customers to very quickly make payment and also get a confirmation in their WhatsApp directly. So you no longer, as a business, have to be overwhelmed with messages.
Sorry. Kimberly, you have to dial in again now with intermittent connection. Is it raining outside? Kimberly will have to, let me dial to Kimberly again, yeah? Invite. Okay, then you put your screen sharing now, sorry.
Okay, are you able to see it?
Yeah, can.
Great. Okay, so coming back to the demonstration earlier, I'm not sure how much you saw, so I'm going to start over. So as you can see at the bottom here, there are actually several tabs, right? These tabs, storefront items, delivery timings, promotions, these constitute what you would be able to manage on your storefront itself. And delivery orders, pickup orders is where you would see a collation of all the orders that have come in on a day-to-day basis and also as a whole since the start of dawn, since the start of your Auto Order store. And what I want to showcase here is actually when it comes to making changes and updates, how seamless and easy it really is. You don't have to worry so much because it is something that's very similar to Excel. And so I think a lot of us are very familiar with Excel. So I'll just quickly start. In the image section here, all you need to do is copy an image link and copy the image address and paste it in. And what this does is it will automatically populate that image into your store. Next, you can put in the name of your item, the collection it falls under, and when you check available, it will be available on your site straight away. Next, you can put in your descriptions. Chances are, if you have a product, you already have a description, so it's a matter of copy and pasting this from one of your notepads on your screen, and so on. Put in the pricing. As you can see, you can also put in SST if you need. If you have discounted prices, you can do so as well. And on the right side, you have things like minimum order quantity, maximum order quantity. These are limiters because certain items may have a limited amount of production capacity, such as bread, for example. You can also put in daily, weekly, or monthly limiters. So for instance, if this cake is only available, only 8 are available in a day, and the only day it's available is Saturday, this is all you have to put in, and this item will only be available for purchase on that day. You can even put in notes. For example, if you have 2 sizes for things, as we've always seen, there's always an upsize. The regular size can be 18 ringgit, but as you want to increase the options, you are also able to say, large and at 10. So what this does is when somebody selects this option, instead of paying 18, they will automatically see 28 ringgit. So it makes it easy for you to decide, okay, if I want to do a promotion or if I want to have different sizes, you can do that and customize it very seamlessly. The next tab I'm showing you is timing. And as you can see here, the timings are all in 1 hour intervals. If you wanted to change them into half-hour intervals, this is all you would have to do. Just type in the interval and immediately that would become an option for you. And finally, in the delivery order section, once an order has been placed, this is where it will be logged. Your order ID on the left side, column A, that is going to be a unique ID so that you can trace back, orders if and when you need. You will receive all the information about your customer, and especially the order items if there's any promotional things related as well. And the good thing about it is this, right? Let's say somebody goes through the process and places an order, expresses interest, but for some reason at the payment process, maybe they went by the bank transfer route, the bank didn't send them the TAC, and they tried this multiple times. And in normal cases, you would lose this lead because they didn't complete the payment, you wouldn't know that they've paid. They might get an abandonment card in another situation, but that's still really clunky. In this case, you can already see that, okay, this person might have wanted to place an order, but they haven't paid yet, and you can contact them straight away. So it gives you full data and full access into your customers. You can also see where they are segmented. So if you want to run certain promotions based on certain types of postcodes, you can do that as well. And for example, if you are a restaurant, we even incorporated an order chit. So what this does very plainly is it lists down all of the information that's pertinent, such as your store name, my number, where it needs to be delivered to, what I've ordered, what time, what date. And it even incorporates a section where you can put in the cook's name and their temperature. So we are always looking at incorporating aspects or things that will drive confidence, put customers at ease, and make it very easy for them to build trust with your brand. And this is essentially a little quick demo of the backend that we have. So coming back to my slides, what happens after I have actually placed an order? This is a notification that comes automatically from WhatsApp itself through Automate Me's WhatsApp system. Essentially on the left side, this is the vendor message that you will see. So if I am the owner of, say, the Pomodoro restaurant, this is the information you receive, the payment receipt, what items are needed to be prepared, when it needs to be delivered, to where, and so on. If I had additional notes, I could put that in as well. And it also enables you to start a conversation with the customer straight away just by clicking the link. And on the right side, you will see what the customer actually receives. It would say, "Hi, Kimberly 1, your payment has been processed. This is the receipt." And again, that information and the opportunity to start a conversation with the vendor if so required. But what you see here is all the pertinent and important information that is usually taking a long time, like 15 minutes for you just to get back and forth with one customer, is done literally in seconds. And that's where we see the value really standing up. So you might be wondering now, who are the people who have actually entrusted us with this, with their auto order platform, so that they can thrive online and have a good experience? Here are a list of some of our customers. They are not exhaustive. We have many, many more. But here are some of the people that we feel really make an impact as well. We have Sold Out, which has been around since 1996. We have Lamia, which has multiple outlets. We have Breath by Darren Chin, award-winning restaurant. Tujo, another one part of the Soul Society group. And we also have suppliers like vegetable supplies like Grace Market as well. Quartet, a cafe, and even My Parentis. And My Parentis, for them, what they do is they utilize auto order to sell their planners. And as a result, you can see it's not just for F&B, but it's actually quite diversified in terms of usage and what it can be utilized for. I believe earlier I saw really quickly there was somebody who said that they're selling shoes as well. So you could even put in shoes if you want it. And that's something that, I think adds value. So coming to the unique features, the things that I want to really focus on here are these two things. The first being that on the left side, as you can see, it is a screenshot of a Google Sheet. why did we choose to use Google Sheet? Number one, when you use a Google Sheet, the features and the formulas are more or less similar to Excel. And the fact that many of us are pretty much proficient in Excel, even if it's the basic version, that means that that skill can be translated to your Google Sheet usage. And that makes it really fast and easy for you to get on board and get started. The second thing that we want to point out, or that I want to point out, is how your customers receive the communications from Automate Me. It comes in directly over WhatsApp. They do not have to click send or any of that manual process at all. Once they've submitted and paid an order, the entire information comes through both to you and them. They will also receive an email confirmation that stipulates what they've ordered in a table, especially the amount that they've paid. And as a vendor yourself or as a merchant yourself, you would actually also receive an email and have access to the Google Sheet, which is dedicated to you. And so that finally actually leads me to what's on offer for today. And our exclusive offer to you is this. Normally, for orders, Automate Me has a rate of RM1.20 fixed per order, regardless of your order value. Bill Please, which is our payment partner, has a charge of RM1.50 per paid order, regardless of your order value. Stripe, our other payment partner, which does very seamless integrations of credit card and debit card payments, have a payment option of 3% plus RM1 per order. What we're doing for you today is we're giving you a bulk plan, which is RM100 for auto order credits for 30 paid orders. There are no setup or activation fees. There are 0 monthly subscription fees. And we're going to give you as well a complimentary auto order group onboarding. And what it includes is this, as I mentioned earlier. The only thing that needs to happen is that if you are excited about this, you need to jump on this offer right now, because it is literally only valid for 24 hours until 3:30 tomorrow. And the terms and conditions are really clear and really simple. The basket cap is capped at RM200 per order. We will be subsidizing if your customers pay via credit card or debit card. And also your credits have to be used within the next month and a half, which I believe is actually really, really possible to do. 30 orders in the next month and a half is something that I believe you can even do in a day or in 2 days, depending on what your business type is. And I implore you to try and check it out. So how can you get on that? To sign up is really simple. Just go to this website, otomate.co. In the box for the Let's Connect box, fill in the form and put in Ding Talk in the message box so that we know that you're coming specifically from this talk. And our representative will reach out to you within 24 hours to get you up and running. Honestly, to get up and running, it is really quick. You can do it within 15 minutes if you have fewer SKUs. But if you've got maybe about 30 to 50 SKUs, it might take a little longer, naturally. And I'd just like to really quickly show you what that looks like as well on the page. So this is an example of the Pomodoro page that I had shown earlier. This is how it looks. Your banner will always take up the top portion. Oops. Okay. Your banner will always take up the top portion. You've got a section available here for your logo, your name, your description, if any. And if you have put in certain types of limitations or parameters, for instance, where there are only certain items available on certain days, then you would be able to immediately select your delivery date first. Let's say Friday. I can choose the time. As you saw earlier, I amended the hourly slot for Friday to 8 to 8:30. So that's right away available here. I can see straight away what I'm buying. It's eye-catching. The photos are there. I can see the pricing. If I select this, it comes out in a model this way. I can say less cheese, please. I can add that to my order, and I can select other things this way. So as a customer, this is the experience that they will have. And once they're happy with this, they can actually go to their cart. They can review their order, remove something if they think, maybe I changed my mind, I don't want that. And then what happens here is they can actually put in their contact details. So for example, we are already using Google Maps to power our mapping. So for example, if I put in Empire Shopping Gallery, it will tell me all the options available. and it will calculate the delivery fee. Let's try something a little bit further. Let's say Sunway Putra Mall. And as you can see, the delivery fees will be recalculated right away to tell me how much it's supposed to cost me based on my distance. We're also integrated with Mr. Speedy. And coming soon, we will have an integration with a logistic partner, which will guarantee your on-demand deliveries as well. Upon submitting an order, this is what your customer will go through. They will have actually two options to make a payment. I think my internet's a little bit slow. But anyway, the two options that they will have, as you can see, are either credit card, debit card, or if they want to go through bank transfer, they can go through that and they will see a bill please payment gateway. And so I think that actually constitutes my presentation for today. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that it was informative, and I really look forward to answering any questions that you have and to addressing them promptly.
So can I ask, your Automate Me is only for people who are doing WhatsApp order, or I'm trying to understand your platform, or are you automating an email? Or what does it automate first?
So Automate Me, we actually have multiple tools. Today's presentation focuses on auto order, which helps to automate the ordering process so that customers will be able to receive and place their orders and get it in WhatsApp. The other tools that we have available are Auto Mailer, Auto SMS, and Auto WhatsApp. But those are not the things that we've covered today.
Okay. So these are on the WhatsApp. So in the WhatsApp, they subscribe to you on web-based, and then web-based is where they set up everything lah.
That's right.
Okay. Any questions, everybody? We have about almost 40 of you were watching the live just now. Is there a subscription model for this?
No.
Kimberly?
No, there is no subscription model for this. And so, let me just go back to the slides. So all we charge actually for auto order is a fixed rate. So our fee is 120. And then depending on whether you go with Bill Please or whether you go with Stripe or you go with both, these are the charges that they actually charge on their side. So we don't take any percentage off of that.
So how are you guys monetizing this for yourself as a startup?
So our monetization at the moment is based on a per order basis. Coming soon, depending on how the orders proceed and process, we hope that people would actually gain more orders online. We also understand that a lot of businesses out there are doing monthly subscriptions, and that's actually causing a lot of friction, I would say, or tension between some businesses who prefer not to pay that monthly subscription rate. So we are offering something here I think, yes.
Okay.
Go on.
So if the user were to subscribe, to register for a free account, they will only pay when there's an order, correct?
For the time being, that is right. They will only pay when there is an order.
Okay. Next question is, if they were to accept the FPX, which is a bank online transfer, they pay the 120 plus 150 per transaction, correct?
Correct.
If buyers were to pay using credit card where Automate is helping, are they paying 120 plus 3% or just the 3% plus 1 ringgit?
The 3% plus 1 ringgit is Stripe's fee only. So they would be paying the 3% plus 1 ringgit plus the 120.
Okay. So you have to split that box into two next time. First box with the FPX, second box which is the credit card. Because right now I'm seeing two sections, which is 120, 150 one time, and then after that the other bottom is a 3% plus 1 ringgit. So make that clear, okay?
Yep, no problem. So the reason why we've done it this way is because most people prefer to go with the FPX option if their basket size is not particularly big, and they prefer not to pay the Stripe fee.
Correct.
Other people have chosen to go with both options available, whereby they go with both Bill Please and also Stripe, whereby they choose to do so because they like the Stripe interface and they like how seamless it is. A lot of people are complaining nowadays about how clunky it is to go through a lot of processes just to get their payment for credit card and debit card. And so this is why we've gone with Stripe. They're actually really user friendly. And as you can see, it's a really
Yep.
clean look as well. When you're going to pay, all you have to do is put in your card details and pay now.
What about when they go for right now? Just now, did you show? I see that you show a screenshot. The screenshot of how a WhatsApp order would look like. Can you project that again?
Yep, here you go.
Is this how people look like?
I'm sorry, Carol, you cut out a little bit earlier.
Kimberly, I'm going to try to dial you in again. I was asking you to show me a WhatsApp or an image or a screenshot of how would a catalog looks like when it comes to WhatsApp, but the line got cut off in where I am today. Okay, so I'm dialing you now.
Okay.
Yeah. Go back to your screen sharing and show us how does one SME push a e-catalog to their clients? How does that look like?
How does an SME push an e-catalog to the clients? Okay, so what would happen is after they've set up their store, they would actually have a link. So let me just exit on this.
Is there any way for you to demo that in your WhatsApp?
It would actually be like this. So the link that you would see here, can you see my screen?
No, not yet. You haven't shared your screen yet.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah, you haven't shared your screen yet.
Okay, how about now? I should be sharing it now. Okay, yes, I see it now. Okay, so what would happen is once they've actually created their store, they would actually have their own unique link available.
Yeah.
And so this is the link that they can put up on their Facebook. They can put it up on their Instagram if they would like, or maybe if they have WhatsApp business and someone writes a query, they could actually push this link straight away as a response and say, please place all your orders here. And that's how you would actually share the page. If you wanted to see how it looks like, you could actually try and look at this page, use the same link. Maybe I can post the link.
Where do I see the link? Where do I generate the link? Where is it?
So the link is generated by us. It's usually going to be just otomate.co and then auto order / the name of your company or the name of your brand. So
You
what I'll
mean
do
right now, how do I go inside to your dashboard to create this link? Is there a dashboard for people who subscribe to you? Where do they go?
So there isn't a dashboard. It's actually a dedicated Google Sheet for your store. And our system will automatically generate the order page for you. So that would be in this section here. This is the Pomodoro page. So as you can see here you've got information about the name, tagline, description, banner logo, and so on. And all the information you can input into your Google Sheet. It will automatically be populated and created into a store for you right away.
So meaning the Google Sheet is shared between Automate and the subscribers. So subscribers will have to go back to your Google Sheet. So subscribers will enter the ingredients, the price, the item description in the Google Sheet.
That's right. So they will have their own dedicated Google Sheet for every business or every brand that they want to have on board. And
go back to your Google Sheet, please. Go to the Google Sheet tab, please. Not this one. So they fill up their these names as per line. This is the company names, right?
No. This is the collection names that are available.
Okay.
So, for example,
okay.
If I were to go to filter and I only wanted to see antipasti, this is all I would see.
Yeah. So this information is being uploaded by the SME inside the Google Sheet.
That's right.
How do they upload the photos?
So the photos have got multiple ways that it can be uploaded. Number one, you can use a Google Drive. So if you already have a Gmail, you already have a Google Drive, you can put the images there and you can copy the link from that Google Drive and paste it here. So that was the first part of the video that I showcased earlier. Here.
Okay.
And that's how it would pop up the right images available.
Okay. It's very coded. It's not, people don't use Google Sheet to upload products. People use web-based.
That is true. On one hand, they do use web-based, but the reason why we've gone with Google Sheet is number one, we went and created this really quickly, and we saw that Google Sheet actually is very powerful in its capabilities and range of what it can do. That's number one. The second thing that we've seen is also that traditional businesses that go online, sometimes it's not the youth, it's not the children of those businesses that are doing it, but there are people who are in more senior positions or a bit older. And knowing the behavior, we've seen that people don't want to really make mistakes. And sometimes if you're doing it web-based, maybe if you do one value or you change a value, you might make a mistake and you might not know how to go back. And that's a scary feeling, and we don't want people to have that. So with Google Sheets, you can really easily just do undo, or alternatively, you can even go back to your previous history and you can see and revert back to histories that you would like. And for me, that's something that I think really is unique, because the main thing is that on one hand, you want customers to be able to place orders easily and make payment to you. But on the other hand, as a business, you want to not spend so much time figuring out how to use something and trying to, make changes and being worried if you make a mistake. You want to act fast and try things and experiment. And this will enable you to do that.
So now you go back to the tab, the second tab of pomodoro.com. Is that a domain, or what link is that? Otomate.co?
Automate.co is
It's
our
part
domain.
under Automate.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's part under Automate.
So how many rows of products can they add to have a look at here?
You can honestly put an unlimited amount of rows, but we don't recommend putting more than 200, 250, simply because of the experience. It's not meant to be something for like a pharmacy, which has maybe 30,000 or 50,000 SKUs, that we recommend getting your own type of website. This is for SMEs who are much smaller. Maybe they have 10 SKUs, 50 SKUs, 100 SKUs. We've even had some that go up to 200 SKUs, and that still works. But that's mainly the target audience.
Thank you. So this demo that you show me is on FMB. So who are the others besides FMB that using? Can you show us their front end?
Sure. So for FMB, this is our updated version. Let me go to...
Show us another clients of yours that is. We already show FMB. Who are the other verticals? Other industry?
Because my print, this is with a capital P. So this is the My Printer site. As I mentioned earlier, they sell planners. They haven't come onto the updated version where the images pop up right away. What happens is when you click on this, you will be able to see their items specifically and the products that they have available.
Okay.
So once you select on this, for example, you can add notes. So this is a slightly different UI. This is the previous one. The one that I showed you today is the updated one that we're pushing out. And so there are different people. We also have another one, which is a fish seller, but he is not live yet. So for him, they actually sell fish in bulk, and they also sell the fish to different countries, or not different countries, sorry, different states. And so that's how they utilize our tools.
Very good. All right, so that's the presentation by Kim, and the good news is there's no subscription fee, so you can try if you have a small number of SKUs that you would like to push to your customers and look at some e-catalog and immediately buy. So there's no fee unless your customers immediately do a checkout. Either they use the FPX or the credit card. So there is a link. Show again the link on your site. Where's the website? This one.
This one. So you can head to automate.co, and in that page itself, you'll be able to see the information that's needed to be input. And once you just put in DingTalk, we'll reach out to you within 24 hours. Okay.
Then you put copy the link into the DingTalk chat group later. Please come to the Automate support chat group. They are Kimberly is in the group chat. I will terminate the call now with Kimberly because later at 4 o'clock we have another webinar. Let me terminate. Thank you, Kimberly, for your time. Okay. Now, I don't see any question because it's quite straightforward. The only thing that I was not used to is the using Google Sheet, but there is a justification to that because there's a lot of traditional businesses who are not used to web-based. They get scared. They turn away. So Kimberly is going to put that in. I've already posted majority of the I've already posted the links for you to come to the Automate support channel, and they provide free subscription for you. Okay, you only have to pay that little the payment transaction fee. Okay, there's 47 of you were what do you call that? Watching this live. Okay, and Kimberly, you're more than welcome to either you provide support at this group chat, because there's only 6 in this support chat. You can go to the big Go e-commerce chat room for you all to put up that information. Okay, so it's free. So you have 1 or 2 SKUs of product. You can try this immediately. Please go to the link that I've already posted in the women's group, in the Go e-commerce group that says automateme.co, and also at the cross-border